Welcome to the San Francisco Transfer Station and Recycling Center, operated by Recology San Francisco. Most people call us the dump, but the correct term is transfer station because everything received here is sent somewhere else, including recyclables, materials that can be composted, and landfill-bound materials. Our facility includes the Recology Organics Wing, which is where we receive and transfer compostable materials, the transfer station building, the IMRF, which is a sorting facility for construction and demolition materials, the public reuse and recycling area, the household hazardous waste facility, our art studios, and a 3-acre sculpture garden. The facility is also home to the largest private solar array in San Francisco, which generates more than 900,000 kilowatt hours of electricity per year, offsetting some of the electricity demand of our operations. In San Francisco, we have a 3-bin collection system. Glass jars and bottles, metal cans, clean paper and cardboard, empty cups and cartons, and rigid plastics go in the blue bin for recycling. Food scraps, food-soiled paper, and yard trimmings go in the green bin for curbside composting collection. And the black bin is for non-hazardous materials that can't be recycled or composted, such as chip bags, snack wrappers, broken ceramics, pet waste, and diapers. Recology Sunset Scavenger and Recology Golden Gate collect materials from all residential and commercial properties in San Francisco. A truck with 2 compartments picks up the landfill-bound materials and the compost. A metal divider runs through the body of the truck, keeping these streams separated at all times. A second truck picks up the materials in the blue recycling bin. This material goes to Recycle Central, a large sorting facility located on Pier 96. Using modern recycling equipment, including state-of-the-art optical sorters, in combination with hand sorting by recycling workers, we separate materials at Recycle Central into 14 to 18 different commodities. We bale and ship these materials to both domestic and foreign manufacturing facilities such as foundries, glass plants, and paper mills. Materials from your black bin go to the transfer station building. Since there is no landfill in San Francisco, we transport San Francisco's trash to a landfill near Vacaville, which is about 65 miles east of San Francisco. The transfer station building was constructed in 1970. It has 3 levels. Collection trucks empty materials from the black bin into a huge pit, which is about 15 feet deep. The floor of the pit is the middle level. A bulldozer runs over the material to break up and compact the materials. Then the bulldozer pushes the refuse to one end of the pit and over the edge into the transfer trailer that is parked below. When the truck is full, it drives to the landfill and is tipped so all the refuse slides out. Everything from your black bin goes into the pit and then to the landfill. These materials don't get sorted and they don't get recycled. The food scraps, food-soiled paper, and yard trimmings we collect from the green bin are handled separately. The compost collection trucks unload in the organics wing. This material is then loaded into transfer trailers used only for compostable materials and taken to composting facilities owned and operated by Recology. At these sites, food scraps, food-soiled paper, and yard trimmings are ground up, placed in aerated windrows, and covered with a biocape made of wood chips, improving the decomposition process. The material begins to compost within hours and becomes finished compost in about 60 days. Farms and vineyards throughout California use our compost as a soil amendment, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers and increasing water retention. When used to grow cover crops, like mustard, compost helps sequester carbon from the atmosphere deep into the soil where it can remain for 30 to 100 years. Construction companies can rent debris boxes when they build, renovate, or demolish buildings. Material is collected and sorted in our IMRF, which is a sorting facility for construction and demolition materials. Construction materials are loaded onto a conveyor belt where a shaker screen removes the small materials, such as small rocks and dirt, which are used as alternative daily cover at a landfill. Next, recycling workers pull off different types of material for recycling, such as cardboard, wood, metal, concrete, rigid plastic, and sheetrock. Sorted materials are transferred to various recycling facilities and made into new products. Concrete can be crushed and used for road base, and the gypsum found in sheetrock is added to compost as a soil amendment or can be recycled and made into new sheetrock. Anything that cannot be recycled is taken by the conveyors into the transfer station. At this time, materials that go into the transfer station are not sorted and will be taken to the landfill. The public reuse and recycling area, or what most people refer to as the dump, is where building contractors, landscapers, businesses, or the general public can come to discard materials. Customers weigh in at the scale, then after discarding their materials, they stop at our second scale to weigh out. Their fees are based on the difference between how much their truck weighed before and after they dumped. At the public reuse and recycling area, we pre-sort large items for recycling, such as sinks, appliances, tires, and mattresses. Electronic waste is also separated and recycled responsibly. We donate perfectly good items, such as furniture, to a network of thrift stores, saving approximately 10,000 items per year. After the pre-sort, workers separate other materials that can be recycled. Materials that can't be recycled or reused go to the landfill. Certain things cannot be dumped into the pit, the IMRF, or the public reuse and recycling area because they are potentially hazardous or banned from landfills. These are things such as fluorescent lights, household batteries, unwanted paint, used motor oil, home cleaning products, and other chemicals. Residents of San Francisco can take these items to our household hazardous waste collection facility for free or call for a special pickup. Materials collected are sent to sites in the United States that specialize in handling specific materials such as household batteries or oil-based paint. Latex paint is recycled on site. We give recycled paint to schools and community groups and have sent container loads to Mexico, Mali, El Salvador, Fiji, Tonga, and Zambia, where Recology employees have worked closely with local communities to paint schools, health clinics, and other public buildings. Recology also operates a waste acceptance control program which inspects incoming materials to keep hazardous waste out of the trash, recycling, and compost. The program also provides emergency response services and supports recycling or disposal programs for batteries, fluorescent lamps, medical waste, and hazardous waste from qualifying local businesses. Recology has adopted innovative approaches when it comes to running our facility and getting the word out about resource conservation and recycling. Recology San Francisco's education program provides tours for over 4,000 children and adults annually, and the Artist in Residence program enables Bay Area artists to make work from what people in San Francisco throw away. Artists are selected annually through a jurying process, work in an on-site studio for approximately 4 months, and have access to materials in the public reuse and recycling area. Artwork is presented in public exhibitions, including in downtown office buildings and galleries, and is also located in our sculpture garden on the hill behind the transfer station. The program inspires people to think differently about resources and to consider their impact on the environment. Reducing, refusing, reusing, recycling, and composting are simple things we can all do every day and are truly effective at helping protect the environment. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about our company. In collaboration with the City of San Francisco, Recology will continue to do our part to increase diversion, educate the public about the importance of resource conservation, and inspire people to consume less and recycle more in order to preserve our fragile planet.